Welcome back to Great Day Live's presentation of the Kentucky Derby Festival Spring Fashion Show presented by Macy's. We are live on location here at the Black Jockeys Lounge. Christine Fellingham was the mind and the brain behind everything coming together for this wonderful show. I can't wait to get into this first segment. This was called The Power of You.
Right, and it's all, again, about individual style because this season you get to play.
Yes.
The rules are broken, you play with the fashion. So let's see what we were doing on that runway.
I have to tell you, one thing that struck me and many others is the individualized uniqueness, realness of every single model on that runway. And this was my first fashion show. This is my first time coming to the KDF fashion show. And when you see these beautiful looks, every woman that walked that runway was reflective of somebody that I know.
Absolutely, right? And that was so intentional. We had models out there aged 21 to 70-something.
Yes.
Every body type you can think of.
Shout out to the guys, too.
Right,
I know we're seeing some of the guys as well.
Well, Kurt Robeson is a proud favorite every year, and we've begged him to come back. He has a busy acting career, but he did come back for us. And as you can see, there are shorts, we have rompers, we have very wearable pantsuits. There is not a lot of right and wrong this season. There are just a lot of options. A lot of things in this particular segment had a little edge to them that I liked. Well, and here we're just looking at the intro. We brought out one look from each store, and we're just seeing AFM threads with Chris Stein and Olivia, both Heyman Talent models. And Magnolia and Fig, again, a great wearable look that anybody can pull off. A maxi skirt that you could wear, for casual or dress, and the hats. To talk about the hats. The hat girls really blew it out for this show. They really did. They said, Christine, we've had 2 years of kind of working our shop. Too much creativity. Wait till you see this, and I was blown away this year. Everything from the small fascinators and small looks to over the top, bigger hats, and their colors were phenomenal, from feathers to details. The hat girls did a great job. And a lot of gigantic bows. This is not the year to get the hat out of your closet. No. This is the year, let's support our local milliners. Leave it in the basement. There. Right. I mean, there are too many fun new looks, and like I said, they really knocked it out of the ballpark, and you can see that all the way through the show. They had a hat for everything. We are seeing even some dressier looks here. Where would you see, like if I'm planning my Derby week, where could I fit this particular style into what I'm planning for that week? The red fringe look? Yes, girl. Okay, well, here's the thing, Claudia. If you doing bridal this year, so bring it. If you want to wear red fringe to the track, I'm sorry, this year you can do it. You absolutely can. And I challenge anyone to tell you can't. But I mean, honestly, that's a great cocktail look. That's something that you could wear to the track with a fascinator, take off the fascinator, and go all night. So absolutely. The day to night lines are also very blurry, and we're going to see that throughout the show. And with the Power of You theme reflected not only in the clothing, we're talking about the models. Why do you think we are at that particular moment where if I want to wear fringe to the Derby, I can? How did we arrive here where this works for me? I think what happened was we were starting to move in that direction before the pandemic. Then the pandemic hit, and designers had to really figure out how to make themselves relevant again. And I think they realized people don't want to be dictated to. They don't want to feel bad about themselves. Exactly. You're not going to get people to shop by by talking down to them. You need to be more positive, more inclusive of different body types, and I mean, they did it. I mean, this year the trends are so much more forgiving and fun, and it's not about things that somebody else can wear but not you. Right. You can look at this and you can try it on. And Christine, I've hosted other fashion shows like years ago, and honestly, it's like sometimes I'm thinking, can I wear that? Or how am I going to look? And this is the first time I have been a part, and I sat there on the runway on the side with Naila. She joined me during the show. And it was the first time that I saw, like I said at the beginning of the show, women that looked like my friends. I love that. I love that. Reflective of, there was one woman on the runway, one of the models. I'm like, oh, she's my age. Wait a minute, she had a midriff bearing kind of outfit going on, and I'm like, she looks like me. Wait a minute, and it made me feel celebrated, right? Like that it's okay to be the way that I am, and I'm not gonna try to squeeze into this outfit or that outfit this year. Exactly. Well, and that was intentional. We have the midriff bearing looks are everywhere. Really. And what I don't want people to feel is that they have to go lose 20 pounds to put these things on.
And you don't need washboard abs,
No,
as I saw
you
them,
don't.
to do that
right.
either.
So we intentionally put those clothes on
Beautiful.
women who are a little bit older, just to say, you know what, if you feel good about yourself and you want to wear this, then you go rock this.
Right.
And it's not just for your daughter, go do it.
And what I liked in this scene specifically is that the look wasn't head to toe pulled together. There was mixed things pulled in, right? So almost like what we have today. We both have like flowy dresses on. Macy's like put me in this outfit. And when I talked to Sherry Murray with Macy's last night, she's like, girl, throw on a leather jacket with that. I'm like, seriously? She's like, no, that's what we're seeing, a flowy dress. And I mean, you are too. You have your black jacket on with leopard print.
Exactly. And I think the jackets are really back, both small and long jackets. And that lets you try a lot of things that maybe you wouldn't, you know, again, like the two-piece or a bodycon dress, because you throw that layering piece on and it gives you a little extra confidence.
Absolutely.
So playing with the jackets is key right now.
And I feel like for our weather, not only today, but I feel like with our Kentucky weather heading into Derby week, we just never know from if I'm going to show up in this outfit, well, what could I pair it with that would make it, would elevate it or make it look a little bit, maybe I want to go a little bit more edgy and make this outfit look edgy today. You can throw on any kind of trench to a leather jacket with it.
Right, the trench, the leather jackets, the shrunken blazer, the oversized blazer, they're all back and they're all great pieces that let you wear whatever you want underneath, be a little edgier, but have that jacket as a little security blanket for the weather and just for your, your style.
I'm super curious when the first model walks the runway after all the work you put into this, do you just breathe the sigh of relief that we are here?
No, Claudia, we are holding our breath. First of all, I don't get to see it. I'm back there dressing models. Second, so I'm seeing it for the first time right now.
You're right.
And secondly,
Christine, you did a fabulous job.
No, secondly, it's not over till it's over.
Right.
And one person gets into the wrong outfit, it's like a domino effect. So no, you don't breathe a sigh of relief till we're out there and everyone's clapping at the end. And here we're still looking at that first scene. It was my favorite because we kept all of those models out on the runway. That was my goal in scene 1, and you said you felt this, but like to put all 36 models out there, different ages, different body types, different races, and for everyone to see that all at once, I was hoping it would be really powerful and that you would say, someone up there represents me. Oh, we had a pregnant model.
I was gonna say,
she got a lot of screaming. But I'm glad that came across.
It was almost chills because I looked at Naila and I said, this is amazing. Because I saw, again, there was somebody on that runway that was reflective of real women and real men, and I think we've been waiting for that. Yes, it's exciting to go back to Derby and get all dressed up, but to get dressed up in a way that, you know what, this is who I am.
Right.
And here I come.
Exactly, and I feel good about myself.
Yes, you did. It was a really, really phenomenal job. I can't wait to go into the next scene. Coming up after the break, we are going to touch on a big, big hot trend, bright ideas. I know you love this one. I feel like you're seeing this in men and in women. But coming up after the break, we're going to step into all the bright colors on the runway. Stay with us.